Good afternoon, awesome family. It's always a joy, a privilege to be here to talk to my awesome Facebook family. I love us all so much. We are all super amazing. And I hope my family are not all asleep already. And they're people that I can actually talk to in real time, because there's something that I want to really share with my sisters. I know there's a lot of brothers here that are coming too, but I hope we can all have this interesting discussion and conversation and hopefully learn valuable lessons. Hello, my sister Salome. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Who else is coming? Let's just give this a couple minutes for people to jump on so that I can give or deliver what has been sitting heavy on my chest all morning into afternoon. Hello, Sadiatu. How are you doing? Kadiatu. My gosh, I can't even see. I hope you're doing good, sister. I hope you're fine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please share this video. Share the video. You know there's value. You enjoy the content. Share the video. It's the only thing you can do that doesn't cost you anything. And you get absolutely brilliant and fantastic value from the videos that you watch. Is why you keep coming back. So please share the video. And I haven't seen no love hearts yet. You know how we do it here. You know I love the love hearts. So keep them coming. It's what gives me the energy. It gives me energy when I see I'm talking to people in real time that are super excited and are ready to listen. Yeah, keep them coming. I get super excited when I see those popping up my screen. I don't know how it is on your phone, but it just pops up like that and it's amazing. I don't like the blues. I just like a sea of red. Keep them coming. Sister Nicole, how are you? Angeline, Cynthia, I can see all of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And a very good afternoon to you all. From very cold Calgary. I hope you're all doing good. As always, it's your girl Seeker in the house. And I'm here to, hit hard on something that I think a lot of sisters really need to hear. We make all these decisions about the people that we are choosing to live with, and we become very disappointed when we're not seeing the things that we want to see in our relationships. Somebody asked me the question the other day, why is it that you're always talking about relationship matters, marriage issues? Why? The issue is that when you get to some of the ages that some of us have gotten to, hello, Sister Dorcas, how are you, sweetheart? I miss you so much. Sister Wendy, how are you? When you get to some of the ages that some of us have getting to and getting older, you're always seeing, hello, my brother Gabriel, how are you? You're always talking to your sisters in the Lord. You're talking to your friends, your brothers, your uncles, and everybody around these sorts of ages. And as soon as you start delving into issues, you figure out that 99% of the time, people are talking about one problem or another that they're facing in their relationships. A lot of the causes of people having mental breakdowns has to do with relationship. A lot of the thing that is making people develop high blood pressure and diabetes and all kinds of things is because they're not happy, they're stressed out, and the only place they can call home, the sanctuary, the place that they're supposed to be in perfect peace at, is the worst possible place for a lot of people. So yes, I love to talk about these topics because I want to see people that are transformed, are learning valuable lessons, are figuring out how best to do things in their lives differently so that you can have different outcomes. A lot of people are not married yet. So if you're not married yet, if you're single, it is good to, there's this adage in our language that when you go and meet somebody else's beard on fire, you fetch water and put it next to yours because it just might be yours that is set ablaze next. So you learn the valuable lessons from the people that have gone ahead of you, right? So that you can have better outcomes compared to what they've had. A lot of the issues that we are facing as women, today I'm going to hit hard on my brothers, but we women should also remember that there will be a time coming where you would also get your own woto too. But today is the turn of the guys, right? And I want my sisters to listen, open your ears and listen to what I have to tell you this afternoon. right? If we want to have better outcomes in our lives, if we want to see things change and transform in our lives, hello, Brother Gabriel, thank you so much. If you really want to see things transform in your life, it all starts with the choices that you make. Make the wrong choice, you get the wrong wahala. And you can't blame anybody for the problems that you yourself have brought upon your own self. So let's learn the lessons. Let's elevate ourselves as a people and let's become better for our own good, right? There are certain types of men that I want my sisters to start avoiding. Yes. And if you're married to them, you need the grace and the favor to decide what it is that you ought to do about it too. But if you're fortunate enough and you haven't married yet, my darling, please open your eyes, shine your nose and your ears properly so that you can make better informed choices. A lot of women are always complaining, and my own husband did this, and my husband did that. But you're forgetting that you also played a role. It takes two to tango. If you made the better choice of choosing who your husband should be, your prince should be, your king should be, whatever you want to call him should be, the captain of your own ship should be, you wouldn't be in the predicament in which you find yourselves. A lot of the times I find that the red flags are all they're glaring, staring at you like this, and you're still deciding that, oh, you know, maybe it's not all that bad. You know, he can change. Nobody is perfect. So this is my own cross. Let I just take it. Let me just take my own cross like that. Nobody is perfect. And you try to tell yourself this lie from the pit of hell, when you know yourself that what you're saying to yourself is not saying, but you're saying it, and you're trying to believe a lie that you know it's not even sitting well with you, but you're still believing it. The first set of men that I'm advising my sisters to avoid, and if you know that you're that kind of man, I pray for mercy for you that you begin to change and renew your own mind, is the mommy's boy type of man. Mommy's boy type of man. Oh, now a holla for you. Mommy's boy type of man is the sort of man that goes to their mom for everything. So they are dating you. They've given running commentary to their mom about everything that is going on in your life. Mommy's type of boy. They can't dissociate themselves from their mom, and they take that whole attitude into marriage. I am not saying that having a mom or being close to your mom, being close to your parents is wrong. No. But there comes a time where the Bible says that for this reason, a man shall leave his mom and his dad, his parents, and he shall cleave to his wife, and the two shall become one. But what you see a lot of times is that some men want to be two, mom and son, and go into the marriage as three, and want the three to become one. And that equation is never balanced. And so the man's mom comes into the marriage. I actually watched a Nigerian movie a couple years ago, and I can still remember it till today. That woman was a pain to the wife to the point where in the middle of the night, when husband and wife are asleep, the mom says her bed is not as comfortable as their own. So she comes and lies in between the couple, husband and wife, in the middle of the night. This is my own son. Do you know how much I suffered to have him? Do you know how much breast milk I gave my own son? And now you want to take him from me. Do you want to marry your son? Do you want to marry your son? The fact that you had a child, the heavens blessed you with a child that you had to look after, does not mean your son has now become your priceless possession to the point where your child can't have a time with his wife when the two have now become one. I am not saying abandon your mom. Don't take up your responsibilities as a son for your parents. That's not what I'm saying, but there are boundaries. Boundaries. And sometimes my brothers are unfortunately unable to put their foot down where they need to put their foot down. And you allow your mom, your sisters, your brothers, whether older or younger, to come and cause wahala in your own house to your wife that you chose. Nobody begged you to go take somebody in Pikino. You chose to marry this girl, to become your wife, that the two of you are becoming one. So the thing that my brothers are not thinking about is that by allowing somebody to disrespect your other half, you're saying it's okay for that part of you to be disregarded, to be disrespected, to be undervalued, to have their face wiped on the floor like a piece of rug. That is what you're saying. Because when you marry somebody, you fell in love with somebody. Nobody begged you to marry her. You chose. You made your choice. You've made your bed. Why are you allowing your mom into your marriage? Let me ask you, my brother, when it is time for you to go knock your wife, do you go ask your mom, Mama, this night, which round should I do? Which style? Is it monkey style or cockroach style or banana style? Which style should I do to her tonight? You don't. But when it comes to every other decision in your home, you go to your mom to go tell her. You and your wife can't sit down in your bed or in your couch in your house and decide as a couple what it is that you want to do, the plans that you have for your future, how many children you want to have, which schools you want your children to go to, what plans you want to make about your own future. Maybe you want to save to buy a house. You have to go and tell your mom that, AC and I decided that we want to move from Lagos to Ibadan. We want to go from Accra and go and live in Sunyani. And we have to, and every decision that you have to make about your marriage to somebody's daughter, you have to go and talk to your mom about it first. If mommy says no, it is not happening. If you want to travel on holiday with your wife to America to go and have your honeymoon, if mommy says no, you are not going, it means honeymoon is not happening. What is that? What is that? Any man who can't cut that umbilical cord from his mom and perpetually has to go back to mommy all the time for every decision. There can be no secret between you and your husband. Everything that is going on in your home, your mother-in-law has already heard about it even before you have heard it, my love. Now, ahala bidatu. I am so sorry for you. But there are a lot of men who are like that. A lot. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Hello, Kay. How are you doing? A lot of men are like that. Love your mom. Yeah. Give her the accorded respect. Yes. She raised you. She gave you breast milk. But now you are not still sucking your mom's breast milk. You have been fondling with another one. You have pressed it and pressed it like a withered mango. And now the thing that was looking this way is now doing this because of you. Give that breast, that fofo, that bobby, give it some respect too. Because you chose. You chose to marry this woman. You made a choice that for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, this woman is yours. So now that you've made that choice, and you're saying this is the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh, the loin of my loin, give that woman some ounce of respect too. And stop taking and treating people any type of way because your mom doesn't approve. You cannot marry your own mother. And this is how I heard a story recently about a man that had gone out with this girlfriend for a long time. This happened in Accra. A long time. Hello, Dr. Ellen. How are you doing, sweetheart? Exactly like Kinky, my sister. This man had been married, going out with this girl. They had been dating for a very long time. Whenever the girl goes to see the boyfriend was living with the mom. And, the boyfriend and the mom were close, but, she was seeing certain things that were a bit questionable, but she just thought that, some people are just very close to their mom. So, maybe it's one of those things. Sometimes she said she go visit the boyfriend and the mom will be sitting down and the son will be lying on the mom's lap, or the mom will be lying down with her head on the son's lap. I'm not saying people can't be close, but this one is a bit too much. That she didn't think anything of it. She just thought, people are close. This man is a almost 30-year-old man. And this young girl is also well into her 20s. And she was seeing things, but, she overlooked it. Eventually, they got married. Now, if you know how Accra is and how busy and choked and how much traffic there is, some people have made some very funny kind of living arrangements that if you don't have context, if you don't understand how the hustle in Accra is, you won't understand. But there are people who live in a different part of the city during the week and go home to see their family at the weekend because they can't trek it from their home to work and back every day. They'll have to wake up at 3 a.m. to do that. And it just doesn't make any sense. And so some people have some very funny type of living arrangements. But if it works for you, hey, who is anybody to question? So this man, because of where he worked and how his house was positioned, he stayed home with his mom, whilst the wife was living on the other side of town and closer to her job too. One day, for whatever reason, she didn't go to work and she decided to surprise her husband. And so she left the house early, packed a basket, whatever, and wanted to really spend some time with this guy. When she got to their house and she opened the gate, she was hearing a woman moaning, as in knocking, moaning. And she thought, is my husband cheating? Or has my mother-in-law met somebody? Or do we have guests? Like, what is this? Only to go and find her mother-in-law, with the son being the girl's husband, seriously knocking their own mother. Oh yeah, give it to me and all of that. Can you imagine? And this is what is happening in some people's homes. Some mothers behave like witches, honestly, because I can't think of a better word. You have your son. We thank God that God gave you the son. You are the mom who raised this handsome, amazing boy. But the fact that you raised the boy, shouldn't you be happy that you've been able to train your own son, giving him the ability to discern right from wrong? Can't you leave your own son alone and let him also enjoy his life? You can love your son, I get it, but you can't love your son enough to want to be married to him. There comes a time when that umbilical cord just needs to be cut. And you should go find your own husband. If your husband has died, if you want to remarry, go and remarry. Like, live your life. And leave your son alone. But no. In a lot of African marriages, because of the way our family dynamic is that when you marry a person, you marry their whole family. Sometimes the in-laws overstep their mark. They forget who they are. They forget their place. They forget the fact that my brother is now married to a woman who is a woman just like me. So what my own in-laws did to me that I didn't like, I shouldn't do it to my own son's wife. But a lot of mother-in-laws do the very thing. And when I got married, this is what I faced. So it's now your turn. You must also enjoy the same thing. Marriage is not all rosy. It is bitter. So you have to enjoy the bitterness. What kind of bullcrap is that? What is that? But that's what a lot of us, a lot of women, you went through it yourself. You didn't like it. It wasn't fun. But you're doing it to somebody's own because you think that because you went through it, everybody else too must go through it. And my sister, if you're dating somebody's son, and you can see from the get-go that the person's mother doesn't really like you, doesn't really show you any gestures of likeness from the very beginning, it's a very big red flag and time for you to consider leaving. If you pursue this and think she will change, I can change her mind, maybe she's not sure and all of that, my love. You are setting yourself up for a lot of tears in the marriage. Oh. The things that you see when you're dating that are not very palatable, those things only become magnified and emphasized in a marriage. Sometimes we see red flags in dating and we think it's going to go the converse way. It's going to improve in the marriage. If it's bad in dating, it's going to get worse in marriage. Because by the time you're married now, everybody lets their guard down. Nobody is trying to impress anybody overly. So the real persona is coming out to the fore at that time. My darling sister and brother, shine your eyes, open your eyes, my sister. to the red flags that are glaringly staring you in the face. Don't overlook anything. Don't think that you can Holy Ghost shamala anything. You can pray and fast all you want. But a person is a person. A leopard never changes its spots. It is what it is. Take it or leave it. Today, the truth is the truth. Though it will not be very palatable, but I have to tell you the truth. Because that is the mandate. It just has to come out. It just has to be said how it has to be said. If you like, hear it. If you don't like, don't hear it. But me, I will still tell you the truth. Because I get so sad. So sad when I see so many beautiful, amazing women that are living in marriages called relationship. Or marriages that you yourself know is dead on its back and they are still in it, hoping for a better tomorrow. When if you had just looked at the telltale signs from the very beginning, you would have known that they are men and they are men. And this one is not for me. So let me just let this one go and find the one that would understand you and get you to the point where you don't even have to open your mouth. They already know what you're thinking. And there are men like that. And don't be deceived by this whole thing that, you know, people have been making all these assertions. It's like, yeah, 55 or 60% of the population is all women. And some women will never get husband. So the man has to be married and have extramarital affairs in order for every woman to have an experience. That is a lie from the pit of hell. We all don't want the same things. And the fact that some people are doing something doesn't mean everybody has to. What everybody is doing, you too, you have to do the same thing. You are unique. You are you. So be you and do you. Don't just follow people like some senseless people, like you're a flock of sheep and, you know, you don't apply your gumption. You just do things because everybody says it's what is good. So let's all just do it. That's not the way to do it. A lot of men, it's just so crazy. Like they have turned their moms and their siblings into idols. So your wife becomes nothing. Your sister can come to your marital home and disrespect your wife, fight with her, want to beat her up and all kinds of things. And you are sitting there and you're watching it and you think it's good. There are very few men that are able to stand up to their families and say, hey, I love you guys so much, but now this is my own family. If you love me, you would love my wife. If you respect me, you will respect my wife because my wife is a part of me. Any evil thing you do to her, you've done to me. How many men are able to stand up and tell that to their families, especially their mothers and sisters? How many? Not many. You come to your big brother or little brother's home with his wife and you eat their food anyhow. You mess their whole place up and they don't have a mouth. The wife doesn't have a voice in the home. Can't even complain. Because if she does, everybody is going to say that she is not a good woman. She doesn't respect. So there's so many women who are suffering. But they don't have no voice in their marriage. They don't have any ability to say anything. Because if they open their mouths now, my mother-in-law is going to say I'm a devil, I'm a witch. And they are going to pack my things and send me to my own father's house, my own father's compound. So let I just No. No. For the two shall be one. The wife is now a part of your son. If you love your son, love the wife. And if you can't do this, then there's something seriously wrong with you. There's some demon that is pursuing you. Seriously. And a lot of the times, I find that the in-laws that are like that, especially the women, any mother-in-law really who is enjoying her marriage, has a husband that she has to pay attention to and spend time with, does not have time to be meddling in her own son's marriage. Have you realized that sometimes the mothers that behave like that, they themselves wish that they could marry their own son and have what the wife is having. So they have to come and torment the wife and make her stressed out to the core and the point that she packs bag and baggage and leave. And if this woman is unlucky or unfortunate enough to not be able to have children. Hey, hey, hey. Now I'll be that. You are a witch and you ate all the children in your tummy, and that's why you can't have children. And they say all kinds of horrific things, forgetting that they're also women too. Any sister-in-law that comes to sit in your own house and makes your marriage a hell on earth is the kind of sister-in-law who is either single and wishes that she will also have a good man like the one that you have, which is the brother, or somebody that is married and living in the most miserable marriage and so has to come and make your own miserable too. You will think that there's some agent that has been sent from hell to come and torment your life as a wife. My darling, marriage is for better, for worse. Marriage is for richer, for poorer. I agree. But sometimes, my brothers need to put their foot down. The same ability that you have to shout at your wife and say all kinds of horrible things. I want you to grow that same cojones and tell your mother and your sister and your brothers to also respect your wife so that you can have peace in your home. A lot of the times when men bring their mothers and sisters and people to come and live in the same house with the wife, it is recipe for disaster. You know what your parents are like. You know what your mom especially is like. You know what your sisters are like. And yet you're bringing petrol next to water. Or you're bringing petrol with oil, immiscible liquid. Like, what are you doing? My brothers and my sisters, shine your eyes. If you're a brother here and you're listening to what I'm saying, understand that the day you made that choice that you wanted to be with this woman is when you decided that I am a half, she is a half, and the two of us are one. And so whatever respect and treatment that you think you deserve, teach everybody else that is around you to give that exact same level of respect and treatment to your other half so that the two halves are one. It cannot be the case that you allow your family to discredit and disregard some woman that you're calling a wife and sit there and be enjoying and entertaining it and laughing about it as if it's something to laugh about, because it's not funny. The second type of men I am advising my sisters to beware of today is the boys type of men. 55-year-old man behaving like a 21 or 25-year-old man. He grew up and left his brain back in his own village. He hasn't realized that the minute he thinks he's mature enough to go bring somebody else's daughter to come and live with him is the time that he's saying that he's no more a boy, he's now a man. And therefore, he has to behave like a man. And there's so many men who are looking like fully grown men, but they're actually boys underneath it all. 55, 56, even 60-year-old men sometimes behave like 22-year-old men. They've grown up, they look big, they've got gray hair and everything. Gray everything, down below, everything gray. But this thing is still the brain of a 20-year-old. And so you're married to a woman, you work at the end of the month when you get paid, instead of going home and settling the scores at home with your wife, paying your rent, your mortgage, whatever, paying your children's school fees, making sure that the bills have been paid and there's peace at home. No, you prefer to go out with boys and sit in a club and party the whole night long, spend half or 2/3 of your salary doing boys. Very stupid. I'm sorry, but I just have to say it how it is. It is very stupid indeed. For anybody to live that kind of life and think it's acceptable. And when your wife complains that this is how I've always been, before you came into my life, I knew all these boys. Do you know how much they have supported me? Do you know how much they've been there for me? And now, because I'm married to you, you don't want me to enjoy my life. What is this? Why are you tormenting my life? Yeah. But she didn't beg you to marry her. You chose. Marriage comes with responsibility. Living with somebody pikin comes with responsibility. You have to pay your rent. The mortgage has to be paid. You're supposed to be the head of the house to provide for your household. So when you're not providing and you're being irresponsible, married man with bachelor mentality, why shouldn't your wife talk about it? Why shouldn't the woman in your life talk about it? And my sisters, when you're dating somebody who is all about friends, never has time for you, always is about the friends first, everything else secondary, that even when you go to visit him, he will much rather leave you at home and go spend the whole night playing computer game with his friends. My sister, it's time for you to think. Because the things that you're seeing in boyfriend, girlfriend do not get better in marriage. It gets worse. I have seen an awful lot of men, and you when you're dating them, you just think, oh, but it's okay for him to hang out with the boys sometimes. I'm not saying that the man should lose his friends when he gets married. But think about it. These people that you're keeping company with, what is it that they're teaching you? What value are they adding to your life? Like, boys go out. There's so many men who have men groups that they are part of. They have 1 or 2 or 3 good friends that they go and hang out with. But these friends, like, what are they teaching you? What value are you getting out of your relationship? Is it all just sitting around, drinking, eating, talking about women and nyash all the time? Nothing productive, nothing that is going to elevate you, nothing. Because I know a group of men, there are about 5 or 6 of them. They're all married, they've all got partners, and they get together on a monthly basis. And they're supporting each other to do things. They've bought properties, they're renting out, and it's generating revenue, which comes into a pot that they divvy up among themselves at the end of the year. They throw parties for themselves and their partners to go chill out. Yeah, those kinds of relationships, I can see why those are important. They're investing in all kinds of things. This one bring 10,000, that one bring 10. They put it all together, 50,000. What is the market like? Like, let's get into forex trading, or let's buy some gold here. Let's do that. Yeah, very good type of relationship. But if it's all about boys getting together in a room where there's 150% of testosterone going around, and then they all go and bring some small girls into the so-called boys, you're a married man and you're frolicking with somebody else's nyash at night when you should be home, helping your wife look after the children. My brother, big question mark, they your front. And that is what a lot of men are doing. I know somebody who used to make, let's say, $2,000 a month. By the end of the payday night into that weekend, 60% of that salary has been blown doing boys. Now he go home and tell his wife, I wasn't paid enough. They have withheld some of my salary. So this is all I have. And it's so stressful. I'm so stressed out. Yeah, but the whole weekend, he spends 60% of his salary dancing with other women in a party, holding their backside, twerking and doing all kinds of stupid things, but not paying his daughter's school fees. Not looking after his wife, not thinking that his wife has to pay, the rent has to be paid. Bills need to be paid. Food needs to be bought. Sometimes the children go hungry because daddy got paid and he's doing boys. Instead of coming home and feeding his family, spending time with that same family that you yourself brought upon yourself. It's like, it was just a rite of passage. Everybody is marrying, so I'm also marrying. Not because you wanted a man, a woman to spend your life with. My brothers, some of you do things that is just so painful. Try to defend you, but the defending is not defending. Because some of the actions from some of my brothers, it's heart-wrenching. That's not to say women are perfect. And I'm coming to the women too. But today is my brothers. Some of your wahala are too much. You guys, sometimes it's like, who even begged you to get into this marriage in the first place? Who asked you? Why? Why should you go take somebody's daughter and subject them to this kind of thing? Why? I don't understand. If you want to be single, be single. Then there will be no noise. I'm not talking about you. You can go and do boys till you're not here anymore. I don't care. That's your life. But you cannot go and take somebody picking, somebody's daughter that they also love and cherish so much and have invested so much in, and treat them any type of way, because you just don't get it. Marriage is not for everybody. If you want to be a bachelor and do bachelor living, go and be your bachelor. Don't go and marry somebody's daughter and subject them to all kinds of things. And then later on in life, when you're getting the fruits of the seed that you sow, you don't understand. Don't do that. And the painful thing is that wanty no getty no want. Good afternoon, Pastor Patience. How are you doing? My brother Samuel, how are you doing? Don't do that. Wanty no getty no they want. What is this? There are people fasting and praying and begging God every day. They want to meet responsible people. They want to have a man that is going to love them and cherish them. And they are begging and pleading. Then some other woman will meet a man who is supposed to be responsible and loving and treat you any type of way. The next type of men that I want to talk about today is absentee men. Unavailable men. They might be physically present. You can see them with your own colo eyes like this. But emotionally, they are unavailable. When it comes to special occasions, like Valentine's, birthdays, if you're like that, a lot of we girls are into that. We like the whole Valentine vibe, to be made to feel special, respected, valued, wanted, needed. The man's not interested. What is this whole Valentine nonsense? What is this? So what? Buy you flowers. Don't you know I love you already? What is it? Well, do you need flowers for me to prove to you that I love you? What is it? When you're telling the person that this is what pleases my soul, this is what makes me feel good, this is what I want you to do for me, he's telling you something different. Emotionally unavailable men. They're not listening. They're not hearing what you're saying. The woman's birthday is here and you rather go and hang out with your boys than stay at home with your wife. Maybe you're a good cook. You can cook something absolutely fantastic for your wife, but no. Maybe you can take your wife out for dinner. No. It's a waste of money. This same chicken and fish that we are going to eat outside, can't you cook it? Can't you cook it in your own house? Why do I have to take you out? This is just a waste of money. You are very, very silly. Very unromantic. Very uncouth. Today, everybody knows that, it's romantic and loving and fantastic to treat your wife right. But some of my brothers, like there's so much that you guys need to learn. You're not getting with the time. Where is the love? Thank you so much, Sister Kate. Where is the attention? Where is it? It's all lacking. You're not proving yourself. You're not showing that, this woman, you actually cherish her. Like she matters to you. She's a part of you that you can't do without. This is why you chose to marry. You could have stayed single. After all, you can work for yourself. You can pay your own rent. You can pay your own mortgage. But you chose to marry. Because two heads are better than one. then God blesses you with an amazing woman, with vision, with insight, with everything. And you just discredit her and treat her any type of way, like as if she doesn't matter. Emotionally unavailable people, when you're talking to them, when you're telling them how you want to be treated, it's like they've put corkscrews in their ears. They're not even hearing what you're saying. And it's so painful. There's so many women that are living with men like that. There are some men that have never even said happy birthday to their wives before. They've been married for 20 years. They have never said happy birthday to their wives before. But this woman for the last 20 years has been cooking for you, praying for you, opening her heavenlies for you every night. You are knocking her every kind of style, everything you want, you're getting. You have disfigured her whole body. Her tummy is now looking northeast. The bobby that was like this is now like that because of you. Because you have been maltreating it and fondling and doing all kinds of craziness to it. But she's still with you. But you can't even thank God and show gratitude and be nice to this woman. Cherish her. Hold her precious like she's valuable to you. And you're treating her any type of way because, yeah, that's what she deserves. You don't love yourself. Any man who treats their wife like that, shame on you. Shame on you. Because you don't even love your own self. It hasn't resonated in your brain that the two are one. So any man who is discrediting his wife is actually discrediting his own self. Telling one half of you that you're precious and the other half you're stupid. You don't deserve. You're undeserving. How can anybody do that? We have two eyes. When we're washing our face, we don't wash this part of our face and leave this part behind. We wash the whole face. Why? Because we love ourselves and we want to treat ourselves right. But there's so many men today that are treating good women really badly. Really badly. How can you be married to a woman for 22 years? Right? Be married to somebody speaking for 22 years. This woman met you when she was in her teens. You met her. You said she was the best thing for you. You love her more than sense. You want to spend the rest of your life with her. If you don't marry her, something will happen to you. Okay. The family gave her to you. Take our daughter. We value her so much. Oh. Take care of her for us. Oh, please. She's our priceless jewel. Oh. Please, take good care of our daughter for us. So you say, yes, I'll do that. You take the woman home. You get her pregnant. You have a son. Because of the conditions where you live, the woman decides, my country people are not accepting of mixed marriages because they're from different cultures. The woman is Caucasian, the man is African. So, and they were going through all these abusive things. So no, let's move to a different country where mixed marriages are accepted, where we can be loved and we can do what we like. Yeah. She left her father, her mother, her sister, everything that she has known, and moves abroad to a different country where the man can feel loved, their mixed race children can be accepted and valued and loved and respected and treated right. Yeah. And what does the husband do? Yeah. For all the hard work that this woman did, gonorrhea was her price. Because now that he has gotten his hands behind his back and he starts making good money, he thinks that this heavenly is not enough for me. I need to knock more than one. I must be knocking left, right, and center and bringing fantastic, fabulous presents home and come and give it back to my wife. This is what the woman deserved for 22 years of her marriage. Oh, it's okay. It doesn't matter. He will change. He will not do this again. He has changed. And she stayed 22 years. She married at 17 and stayed for 22 years. Do the math. Gonorrhea. Yeah. That was her price. 2 times. What kind of evilness is that? What kind of evil is that? After leaving her home and everything that she values, to follow you to a different place so that you can have that fantastic life. This is the thanks that she gets. The man has left, moved in with some other person, and abandoned this one with 2 pikin. Because the woman had the balls to finally say, you know what? I ain't taking this bullcrap no more. 2 times, venereal disease. I'm done. I don't want to die, yo. I don't want to chop delete, oh. So she left. 22 years of marriage. I love my brother so much, you know. Sometimes a lot of people are here on this platform and you're, and you're always bashing men. You haven't watched enough of this channel. I really love men. I really love my brothers. But sometimes, it's difficult to defend you. Like, my hands are in the freezer. I can't, there's nothing good to say about what you've done. So you know what? When it comes to giving man woto, I will give it. When my sisters too do wrong, I bash them equally too. This man is in his 50s. And he's left this woman. What could have happened to her if she had just stayed in her own home country and married her own kind? Maybe she would have been still married today and have somebody that would treat her with dignity and respect. Some of my brothers, it's too painful. But these are some of the things that people are doing today. Like, marriage has lost its value. Like, marriage shouldn't even be existent anymore. People should just live their lives. But people want the benefits of marriage. That they don't want to do the hard work that comes with the marriage. My brother Samuel, thank you so much. God bless you. You want all the benefits of marriage, but you don't want to do the things that come with all of that. What is wrong with telling your wife that you love her? That you're grateful that she's a part of your life? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with taking your wife out sometimes? Everybody has the things that bring them joy. If a woman says to you, a bouquet of flowers is what I love, what is $10 extra going to do to you if you buy her a bouquet of flowers when you know she wants it? What is wrong with that? And not just buy it for buying sake and just dump it at her as if, it's something that you have to do. No, but do it from the core of your soul because you know that you're feeding that. You want her to be available to you. You want her to respond to you when you touch her at night. But the things that will make her aroused enough to want to also, accept your calling and open up to you the way you want, you're not prepared to do that. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. If I didn't love you, would I marry you? What is this? Come on. Come on. And so a lot of my sisters these days are going the Caucasian way, and some of my African brothers are crying and gnashing your teeth. The reason is that they're emotionally available. They pay attention and they listen. They don't do, what is the purpose? What is flowers? What is this? If I take you out, so what? Don't you already know that I love you? Do I have to do this for you to see that? You're just not listening. And that is why some of the sisters are choosing your Caucasian counterparts because, yeah, a lot of them are emotionally available. And women need that. We don't want robots. And don't think that because you have this, we have this, we will choose you anytime because your own are big like this. Because you have this, we will choose this one any day because this one, yeah, the knocking are different. I'm sorry. Some women will choose this. Yeah, cocktail sausage, but you know, yeah, it's good enough because the person with cocktail sausage has emotional available and will treat her right. So you go manage the cocktail sausage like that, then take this that does not treat you right. If you have ears, hear me. The next type of men, and it translates very nicely into the next set of men that I want to talk about. Some of my brothers, the only purpose, the only value, the only good thing they see in women is that we are knacking machine. Yeah, you know, the soup, the spoon must find the pot to put the spoon inside the pot. So all a woman is good for is have big pots so that the spoon can go inside the pot and pick all the big meats where they inside. That's all that a lot of men think that is all that women are good for. So they meet with you and there's no conversation. There are a lot of my sisters and my friends that tell me that they can't remember the last time they sat down with their husbands and had a conversation. It doesn't exist. No planning, no foresight, no conversation, no discussion, no vision, nothing. The only thing they want is snacking time. Yeah. They would disrespect you, insult you, degrade you, belittle you, devalue you. But when it comes to knacking time, they will bend. You know how when you go to a shrine, you bend down, or if you're a spiritual person that prays, yeah, when that time comes, you have to be in the holy of holy place. So you know how to bend down when you need to get into that heavenly place. When the spoon must go in the pot, that one, you are very good at doing that one. But anything outside of that, my sister, run. Any man that thinks that your only worth, your only value, the only thing you bring to the table is pot, run. Run. Because that kind of man doesn't have any vision that he's going to support or push you to achieve. He doesn't think that there can be any good value coming out of you. That God brought you on the surface of this planet and the sole purpose of bringing you here is because of pot where you get. Think. And think about it good and loud. Because a lot of my sisters think, well, he's not good for me, but at least he got this one. And this one, they knock well. So let me take him like that. My sister, do you want to do all the work yourself? Do you want to do everything by yourself? Because this man is never going to come back with any good idea about what you guys need to do that's going to get you to the next level. He's never going to share any good, proper thinking or any plan, any vision or any things that you're going to do that's going to get you anywhere. All he caring about when he sees you is, hey, at night, this one gonna open the pot for me and my spoon will get inside and we can have a lovely, jubbly time. That's it. Run away from that kind of a man because it's not going to serve you in any kind of way. And when it comes to that time, oh, they're very nice to you. Very, very nice. Very nice. But as soon as that business is done, it becomes a monster. You think about it and you're like, is this the same man that was so nice to me last night and he did all of these fancy things and now he's treating me like this? Like, is this the same person? Yeah, it's the very same person. It's because he doesn't respect you as a woman. He's just cajoling you and, you know, has to be nice to you because he has to enter the pot now. If he comes and you've closed the pot and use padlock to cover, what will he do? So at that time, he has to be nice to you. Just so that he can have the access. He's not there because he really cares about you too much. You know, honeys, my thinking is this, is that a leopard never changes its spots, love. So when somebody is showing to you how they are, you better believe it. You best believe it because what you're seeing is what it is. and it is what it is, there's nothing going to change. So the earlier you accept that these leopard spots are always going to be there, and if this is not going to work for me, I better waka pass, the better for you. If you keep at it, if you pursue it, and you think that you can change him, you think, oh, if I clean this pot, if I put all the nice ornaments on it, and I put perfume and the best thing on it to make him stay, my sister, na lie. Na lie. Because they will always remain the same. Ain't nothing gonna change. If anything, it is just going to get incredibly worse. So believe what you're seeing and take it as gospel, because it's not going anywhere in a hurry. Believe what you're seeing and make better informed decisions about yourself. The last but one kind of man. Yeah. The jealous man. Hey. I don't even know which one is worse. Jealous man. Good luck to you. The jealous man is jealous of the way your nose is, how your eyes are, the look, like your whole look, your physique. They are jealous of that one. When you go out with him and there are other men that are admiring you with their eyes and looking at you and you're the center of attention, he's jealous of that one. When other people are celebrating you, he's jealous of that one. He never celebrates your success. When you do something good, let's say you're a nurse, you go to work and you work hard, and now your team has valued you, your hospital has seen that, now you deserve to become senior nurse. Or you have to become the head of the ward manager, ward nurse, whatever it's called. And you come and tell, you never guess what, I've been promoted. I'm now a nurse band, whatever. In England, they have so many bands. I don't know how it works in North America, but in England, they have bands. So you go from band E to F to G to H. By the time you're in the H level, you're ward manager, you're this, you're that. Some people then go on to become director for nursing and all of that. As soon as you start getting there and the big Benjamin starts rolling, your husband is sickle. Yeah, because he doesn't understand why the success should be coming to you and not to him. Why am I not the one that is successful? Why should my wife be the one that is getting all of these things? Why am I not making it? Why is it my wife? Jealous men are always in competition with their wives, and it's so stupid because the two are supposed to be one. So if you're really truly one, why should you be jealous when your wife has taken the both of you to the next level? The two are one. Why? There would only be problem if the two are in reality, in your head, not one. That is when the problem is. But if the two are really and truly one in every sense of the word, you should be excited. You should be proud that you've treated your wife nicely. You've been good to her. You've taken such good care of her that she's able to use her brain to think, to study, to work more efficiently at work, to the point that her hard work has been recognized and now she's been promoted. But how many of my brothers have this wisdom? You bite your nose to spite your own faces. Your wife has made it. It means there's more money. What is there not to like? It has to be me. How can this woman that I went to marry, this woman that was nobody, I went to pick her from that place. Now look at her. The two shall be one. I heard the story about a man that is so jealous and insecure to the point that every day when his wife comes back from work, as soon as she opens the front door and closes it behind her, the man makes her take her knickers off. Her panties have to come off, and the man will take the panties that the wife was wearing the whole day and smell it to see whether he can smell something, like is there some different kind of smell to the one that he's used to. And if it doesn't smell the way that is appealing to him, it means that the wife went somewhere and slept with somebody else. Like, what is the matter with some of you? What is wrong with you? Your insecurity. Your insecurity. It's so bad that you can't even apply wisdom and your mind to things that are beneficial. You're so suspicious of... Some men go to church with their wives. And you're all out there. You're all talking to different people. You're all mingling after church. Let this man see brother Chuamaka talking to Sister Grace after church. And then Sister Grace is my own wife. Hey, what did Brother Chuamaka see in Sister Grace? Why is he talking to my own wife? Why? So the fact that you're married, does that mean that your wife has become some kind of possession of yours that she can't even breathe? Is this a noose? Is it something that has been put over her that she has to become breathless in her own marriage? She can't enjoy herself. She can't talk to anybody else because she's your wife? A wife gets a lift from a work colleague who lives not too far away because the weather is bad. And he's going that way anyway. So he gives the work colleague who is married a lift. As soon as the man drops the wife, somebody's wife at home, hey, husband is angry. How dare you get Derek to drop you off at home? I suspect the two of you, that there is something going on between the two of you. Why don't you take your own car and go and pick your wife? Why? You stayed at home. You wanted your wife to take Okada and Keke to come home. It's raining. Brother Derek lives along the same route, and he decides to be nice to your wife and drop her off. Something that you should do, and you are not doing. And you are jealous because Brother Derek dropped your wife off, and your wife smiled at him and waved him goodbye. So you're jealous of that one. Like, what is wrong with some of my brothers? There can be no innocent, pleasant Christian relationship with the opposite sex. Like before a man and a woman stand somewhere to talk, you've already concluded that they have done the deed. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with some of you? But when you go and take Sister Chioma, you go and pick Sister Chioma from her house, take her to work, take her to the market to go shopping, take her back home and sit there, and Sister Chioma cooks for you. Your wife should be fine with that one. But your wife cannot talk to somebody in the church, the same church that you are also going to. Your wife can't talk to anybody there apart from you because she's married. There's something seriously wrong with you. You're jealous about everything. Even when your wife is happy, you're jealous of her happiness. Who was that on the phone? Who were you talking to? Why were you laughing like that? Who was that? What is wrong with you? Can't she breathe anymore? Can't she talk to anybody? Like, what kind of village life and coofed attitude is that? What is that? But some of my brothers behave like this. Even here in the West. Oh, in England, the sort of things I saw. Oh, it was awful. There's this man. His wife is like an apostle. She's able to see things and she prays, and so she has a lot of following. When she goes out to do church service and she comes back home late, by the time she comes, the husband is waiting behind the door with a belt. What is this? And on Sunday, he's a church elder. He'll come and sit in front of the church with his big stomach. And the joy of the Lord is my strength. And you see the wife sitting like this, like a mouse. Polishing with makeup. But you can see her eyeballs bulging out because she has cried the whole night and not had a wink of sleep. The slaps and the beatings alone. Why? What is wrong with some of you guys? It's like animalistic, savage kind of behavior. What is it? Go take your frustrations and your pain and your anguish to therapy and go heal yourself and stop treating people's daughter like punching bag. Don't do that. But that's how a lot of you are living. There's this man that went to bring his wife from Africa, from Ghana to England. And you'll be surprised that in England, when the man comes back at 12 o'clock midnight, after finishing work at 5 o'clock and going to his side chick's house and frolicking with her and doing all the things that he's done and bring his dirty self home at 12 midnight, he's expecting his wife to stay up and warm up his palm soup and fufu and bend down on her knees and serve him in a pot, in a thing, earthenware bowl, and fetch water at 12 midnight. What kind of slavery is this? And at 5 a.m., this woman will wake up, bathe her children, and go to work till 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and does not get more than 3, 4 hours of sleep a night. But this man finishes work at 5 o'clock and goes to his side chick house. Stay there till midnight. And woe betides him if he comes back from work and the wife doesn't hear the door open and she is sleeping. Hey, hey, hey. Beatings. Lashings. A married woman. His own wife. And he charges her money. Because Nain do paper for him. So she for pay him for everything on top of all that. Sometimes the knacking involves bitch slapping in the process of knacking. What kind of marriage is that? And you are calling this marriage. Some men derive happiness and excitement from sitting on people's daughters' necks, wanting to strangle them in marriage and call it a marriage. God don't punish you. Any man who behaves like that to me ain't no man. You're a savage animal and you don't belong where humans belong. The fact is the fact. The truth is the truth. And some of us, we will say it. Because some of my brothers, your wahala not too much. You won't even treat your own worst enemy like that. But you're treating a woman that you went to pay the bride price, beg the family to give this woman to you, and you're treating her as if she's nothing. She also has parents, you know. She also have a family that care about her, that value her as a person, that brings valuable assets into their lives. The fact that she agreed to marry you does not mean that she's become some kind of a possession of yours that you should take charge of and treat her any type of way. I don't have any iota of respect for any man who doesn't value, cherish, respect, and regard his wife as a human and shouts at her in public and discredits her and does all kinds of, incredible and inhumane things to them. Absolutely zero tolerance from me. I have no regard for you. I have no respect for you. I don't want to know you. Nothing. I know men who would insult their wife so much and insult their in-laws nyashis on top of everything. What is wrong with you? No respect, no regard. Like, it's as if you were just cut from some village, some bush, and brought into society to come and live with humans. Because you've allowed the devil to take hold of your whole body, like your whole entire being. And now you're behaving like some savage, uncontrollable animal. That is the sad, gospel hard truth that I'm telling you this afternoon. It's about time you repent and you change. And like I said, those kinds of people are people that are bleeding on people that never hurt them. There are all kinds of images playing off in their mind, and they need to go take all of that baggage to therapy. But you see, a lot of the time, men don't want to pay for therapy. They don't want to sit with somebody and unpick their issues and process them and package them and deal with them and be able to heal properly so that you can be responsible partners. You go to your home country and go and bring your wives here and you want to enslave them and treat them as if they're roommates. I married you. You don't have a voice. I can do what I want to you. Really? What good have you done for God? And what has God done to you? With all your self and all the horrible things you are doing, God is still allowing you to breathe. But you think you have the right. You think you have the right to pass judgment on somebody speaking that you yourself went to take. Oh, nobody begged you. You went. Took your kinsmen to go and beg the person's family to give her to you. And now that you have her, you treat her anyhow. Look at how many women have passed on because of one nonsense relationship that they stayed in. Look at how many of them. Many of them didn't make it. Osinachi would have been here today, still blessing this world with her music, but for that man she married. Bimbo would still have been alive. Like, should I go on? Barbara Tommy, Florida, she would have still been here today, and there's so many other women. They would have all still been alive today, but for the savage men that they were married to. Marriage is not a life or death sentence. If the wife is not doing what you want, if you are not happy, my brother, pack and go. It is not your place to come and buy somebody else's daughter just because. It is a relationship. If it's not relationshiping for you, let her be. Remove yourself. And my sister, it don't do. Shine your eyes. Some of you, like, I don't even know. I am praying for him, and the pastor said, if I leave, God does not agree to divorce. I'm not here promoting divorce. Oh, no. Marriage is a fantastic thing, but it can only be fantastic when you get into it with the right kind of person. Otherwise, it will be your worst thing that happened to you. The fact that God frowns upon divorce does not mean you should stay in a marriage that is going to end your life prematurely, my sister, my brother. The fact that God does not agree to divorce does not mean that when you see that your own life is at risk, my brother, my sister, that you must stay. Oh, what is it? Is this same God not love? Did he not love you so much that he died for you to be free? So if the heavens have died for you to have salvation and freedom, why should you allow somebody to put their nose over your neck? Why? Why? It is time for you to liberate yourself, you know. Yeah. Because when you get to heaven's door, they're not going to say, yeah, how many years of marriage could you endure? Endurance. Yes, now you can go into heaven. Yeah, I am not God, but if I were him, I'll say, you are very stupid. So you see fire and you still walk into it to burn you. Are you okay? Some people don't show their true colors, so you have no way of knowing. But any man who marries you under certain terms and conditions, and you sign on the dotted line based on those environment, that situation, what he showed you, those were the terms and conditions you signed the marriage for. If the man starts doing black and white instead of the black that he promised you, for better, for worse, my sister, he don't do. Yeah. If the conditions change, if the terms change, if the weather forecast change, and the man that told you that this spoon will be yours and yours alone, for better, for worse, and this spoon is going in bitter leaf soup, it's frying akara, this soup, the same thing is going to egusi and everything, my sister. The same spoon is cooking jollof rice. It's time for you to move on. Take your nice little nyash and your nice little heavenlies and package it and go somewhere else. Live by yourself and have your peace. It's better than getting HIV, hepatitis B, and all the other things that you can potentially get. Syphilis, which does not even show you anything, but is destroying you inside. Herpes and all the other things. Pack yourself and sit somewhere. Any man that does not value you, that thinks that you are his possession, and he has the right to take belts, cane, everything, and be doing all kinds of shakara things to you. My sister, it is time for you to remove yourself from that unsafe situation. Don't sit there and be saying, God, help me, oh. God, change my husband, oh. An animal is still an animal. A leopard is still a leopard. Shine your eyes and your nose and your ears open. And stop staying in situations that are not going to save your life. You're not good to nobody 6 foot under. Some women are staying because I will not leave. I will not leave for him. All this hard work that I have done, I will not leave. I will not leave for some other woman to come and enjoy my hard labor. I will stay. Even if he cheats on me with 200 women, I don't care. I will stay. Yeah, that's why you're cuckoo. That's why your brain is not screwing on properly. And every little thing you are shouting at your children as if they cost you something. My sister, the man is telling you by his actions, he don't want you anymore. Hear him. Move on. Terms of conditions. Change. You to change. And stop putting up with things that don't make no sense. Your health, your life, your peace of mind, your mental health. And this goes to my brothers too. Because some of my sisters too, your wahala na too much. I am coming to you guys next time. Some of my sisters na wahala na too much. Please, so. Marriage is beautiful. Marriage is amazing. When you get married to your soulmate, the person that gets you, the person that understands you, the person that will go out of their way to do anything for you. Yeah. But anybody who wants to take your life abruptly, end it, not see you chase your dreams, not want to support and encourage anything you do, always finding faults with you and everything that you, my sister, move on. Move on. One man's meat or one man's poison is another man's meat. Oh. The same thing that somebody will see and say, what is this caricature? What is this? I don't want it. Yeah, somebody will find a lot of value from that same thing. So take your nice little self somewhere where you'll be valued, cherished, wanted, seen as worthy. And not anywhere that you'll be belittled and treated like a piece of shit. Because that's not what you are. You are a priceless jewel that was bought with some very precious blood. Understand that. Somebody gave up their life for yours, you know. So don't allow anybody to treat you like some second-class citizen, make you as if you're not valuable. You know, you should just be treated any type of way. The last set of men is very relatable to the jealous type, the insecure and inferiority complex type of man. They have their own personal issues. But instead of dealing with those issues, they are now projecting those things on you as if it's your fault. Maybe you are a tall, stout woman. In all the nice proportions, everything is proportional. Big bobby, small waist, middle section, and big, back axils. Everything is everything. You are sitting or somewhere. This man says he wants. He has come. You have agreed to him. Well, he's, maybe a whole foot shorter than you, but, you go manage him like that. It doesn't matter. Height is not everything. Yeah, it's okay. I accept. Now, this man is giving you rules because you are taller than me. When we go out in public, it doesn't look nice. I don't want you to wear high heels. I don't want to see you do this. You have to wear flat here. I don't want you to wear your dress and expose everything. You have to wear a nice straight dress. What is that? Those type of men, run away from them. Because they're trying to change you into something that you're not. You're 6 foot tall, you're 6 foot tall. There's nothing you can do about that. You're not going to cut off part of your leg because you're 6 foot tall. You are 6 foot tall, you are 6 foot tall. If he can't accept you for 6 foot tall, my sister, waka pass. Why are you so light skinned? What is this? You are too bright. When we go out now, everybody is looking. So what do you want me to put charcoal on my body so that I become black? Like, what do you want? When you were coming, was it not the fair color skin that attracted you to me in the first place? Next type of people. Why are you so dark? I don't like dark women. Why are you so dark? But you saw that she was dark and she was good enough for you. Why can't you accept the darkness now? And you have to, I want you to be light skinned. And now they're trying to change you into something that you're not. You talk too much. I don't like women that are so outgoing. You have to be quiet. But it was the outgoingness that you saw in the first place that you got attracted to. Why are you trying to change it? Why? They're quiet, docile women who just sit there and do yes sir, massa all the time. Yes sir, yes sir. If that is what you want, go and take the yes sir now. Why? Why are you trying to make me something that I'm not? Why? Those type of men, my sister, run. You become a shell of yourself. You can't even express yourself anymore. We're all very different. There's some women just keep quiet. They don't talk much. They're silent. They're just quiet people by nature. And some of us are very extroverted. We might come across as introverted to start with because if I don't know you, I'm not going to say nothing. But once I get to know you and I know that we have something to talk about, yeah, you're going to get an earful. Why are you trying to make me something that I'm not? Because that's going to make me miserable. I'll give you a classic example. I come from a family that are very private. Don't like to do what I do. None of my siblings will do what I'm doing because that's just not how they are. That's fine. But me, this is me in my element. I love what I do. I do. I love being here so much. You see how super pumped I am now? Like when I started, it was vibing and now it's like, whoo, I'm ready to explode. Yeah, I love doing this. It gives me energy. It makes me excited. I get so much happiness from doing what I'm doing. But none of my sisters would dare do this because this is not them. They don't want to be like me. They will never be like me. I've accepted it that this is how they are. And they have to accept that this is me. I remember when I started being on social media, oh, my dad was ready to have a nervous breakdown because, you know. But now he's realized that this Pekin, she's crazy. No matter what I do, it's not going to change anything. This is just who she is. You know what? Let me just leave her to her craziness. And we're all very happy. So any man that wants to date me, and I don't want you to be on social media. I want you to leave social media. I don't want you to be on Facebook. And Facebook is what has been ending marriages. When you go on Facebook, you go and learn all these things, and then you change. And I don't want you. My brother, you and I will not be friends for very long. Because you're trying to sit on my happiness. You're trying to make me somebody that I'm not. Any man who loves you would support what you love. Any man who loves you will do anything to keep you happy all of the time. This is what I want to do. You don't want to be on social media, that's fine. I'm never going to ask you to come sit with me, honey, and let's show our face on social media for everybody to see. Because you don't want. I am respecting your boundaries, but please respect mine too. Because I love it. And any man who loves me would do anything possible to make sure that they would promote, support, and improve anything that I'm doing so that I can even be more happier. You know why? Because when I'm happy, the opening of the pot is on a whole new different level. Yeah. When I'm happy, the food tastes a whole lot different because you've gone out of your way to make sure that I'm happy. But if you want me to be miserable and conform to your own rules and regulations about how you think my life should be, but you came into my life and you saw that this is how I am, and this is what attracted you to me in the first place, then you haven't understood, like you've lost the plot completely. Because this is me. I love this. I wouldn't be on social media if I wasn't loving it. I love it is why I have my page. It's why I'm here. So don't try to change somebody into something that they're not just to suit you because there's 1 or 2 or 3 things that you like about them and you've seen that those things are going to help you. So you want to take those ones, but you don't want the other ones and you're trying to... My sister, my brother, don't do that. Don't do that. It's a package. You either take the whole thing and work with it, or you don't. You can't go in there. It's like going to the market now and saying, I have this one and this one and that one and this one. But you know, that other one, I don't really like it. So yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. It's a whole package. Yeah. It's like this, it's like that. I have a big nose. I have big eyes. I talk a lot. Yeah, I'm tall. I've never been a piece of steak. You either like it or you don't. You like the whole thing or you don't like the whole thing. You can't cut and choose which parts you like. It doesn't work like that. It goes both ways. So if you have a wife that loves content creation, that loves to be on social media, that wants to help people, and you want to spend time with her, you want to spend your life with her, you better start loving. I'm not forcing you to come and be on social media with me. But my brother, allow me to breathe. Give me the space to do what makes me happy. And this makes me happy. Maybe your wife is a seamstress. She sews for people. She's a hairstylist. That's what she does. And she can do it closing her eyes. Oh no, I don't want any woman that has clients coming to my own house to come and do their hair, and people are going to come to our house and go and open a shop for her then. Because the doing of the hair is what makes her happy. That's what makes her tick. Don't try to dim people's light and make them unhappy and uncomfortable just because of what? Why? if you can't accept the whole of them, honey, waka past. And my sisters, the last word before I hang up today is that. It is better for you to be single and happy. Singleness is not a disease, eh? It is better for you to be single and happy. Hear me. Than to be married and miserable. Because at the age that I'm at, I listen to all kinds of stories from people that I know every day, and it drains me. And I thank God every day that I'm at peace with myself. Because there's so many people, you know, some people hate on single women because they're in a marriage that they're so uncomfortable in. And they wish they could have the peace and the freedom that you have, and they can't. And because they can't, they hate on you for that. So my love, I'm not saying that it's not good or it's a fabulous thing for you to be alone and you should choose that. That's not what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. It is better for you to be by yourself than to go through some rubbish, kind of man that is going to end your destiny, going to take your life away, steal your joy, because they just can't gel with you. The vibe is not vibing. They don't get you like nothing. It doesn't work. It's better to actually have that. There's so many married people that are crying every day. As soon as they hear the husband open the door, they're like, oh my God, not another night of it. There's some men that have turned mama and papa business to it must be happening. So whether you feel like it, do you know that there are some men that even demand knacking? When the woman is seeing her own visitor, if you know what I mean, catch my drift. There are some men, when their women are having the time of the month, they still want knacking. Do you know that? Such disgusting behavior. But I know a lot of sisters that are going through the very same thing. Hello, Sister Veronica. How are you doing, sweetheart? There are so many women that are crying in silence because their husbands behave like animals. Even when the woman is having the time of the month, they still want knacking at that time. Go and wash them. There's some men that do those disgusting things. The person is in pain. She can barely stand up, not to talk about none of that. Because most women don't even want you anywhere around their space when they're going through that thing. But that is the very time that the devil that has been implanted in your life, that is that very time that that person is also telling you, you are my wife. What did I marry you for? What do you want me to do? My thing is now wanting the thing. So you must do it. That is what is happening. So my love, in those kinds of circumstances, it is better for you to be by yourself, yeah, and have your peace. You can put camera on when you like. You don't have to answer to anybody. You can have your peace. Because in my kind of ages, I promise you, peace is something that you cannot buy with any amount of money. And that is what is going to save your life. If you think I'm lying, oh, this girl, what does she know? And what is this? And she's lying to people. And being single is a sickness. And that is my next video. Those people who have been saying all kinds of things about singleness and selling singlehood as if it's an illness. That is my next video. Be ready for it tomorrow morning. Woto, big time. Yeah, those people who have been doing that. I'm not saying marriage is bad though. Marriage is beautiful. I would encourage anybody who can marry the right person, the man of your dreams, your soulmate, somebody who will love you and cherish you and treat you right. Marry him. But it is better to be single. Yeah, and enjoy your loneliness by yourself. Watch TV. Go and buy a dog if you must. Go and get another companion than to be sitting in a marriage that feels like hell on earth. A man that loves you, a man that respects you, a man that cherishes and values you will see what you bring to the table and wouldn't want anything that is untoward, anything painful, anything that is not nice to happen to you. When you love something, what do you do to it? You protect it with your life. Any man that is not doing that does not want you, my sister. Any man that is not doing that just wants to end your life. Oh, Sister Veronica, God bless you. So hear me. Hear me, my darling. Sister Patricia, how are you doing? Hear me. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. On the surface of this planet today, I am advising you, if you listen, it's good for you. If you won't listen, it's your own problem. Pray to God that He gives you the ability to discern the right ones from the wrong ones. That you don't fall prey to men that are going to end your life needlessly because they didn't get you. And because they couldn't understand you and get you and vibe with you, they took you out because of that. Learn to love yourself enough that you cherish yourself so much that whoever is coming for you gives you that same level of dignity and respect. And don't accept anything short of that. Because your life is too precious. Your destiny is too amazing to not be fulfilled. And you're going to give an account of it one day. And promise you, you're not going to sit there and say, yo, you know, that man that I married, he's the reason why I could not fulfill my debt. If I were God, I would give you 2 to slap for there. Because you didn't use your head. It was all there, staring you in the face, and you still chose the other one. Hello, Sister Florence. How are you, sweetheart? It's been a long time. I love you women so much. And when I see the anguish, the pain, the turmoil that so many people are facing because of some indecision that they were unable to make, some action that they should have taken that they haven't taken, that some of them have ended 6 foot under, it hurts. My heart bleeds. Because these people also happen to be people that are so gifted and talented. There's so much in them that they could bless the world with. But So please, I beg you, when the writing is on the wall, read it. Don't walk past it. Oh, this thing, is this a wall gecko or is it really a snake? This thing, it looks like a wall gecko, but not really sure whether it's really a wall gecko or maybe it looks like a mini centipede or maybe a millipede, but you know full well that's not a snake he be. You cannot wish a snake to be a millipede when you can see that it is clearly a mamba. A word to the wise is enough. I've said my piece. I've shouted enough. I hope that some people have heard me. For those of you who have the spirit of love and support that have shared this video, may the heavens bless you. For the people that have engaged and commented and liked and shared and let their love hearts flow, I love the socks off of all of you. If you haven't shared the video yet and you're still here, please click on the share button and put it on your personal profile, because you just might be saving a life. And for Sister Dorcas, Sister Veronica, and all of those of you who have sent me stars today and in the past and in the future, May your cup never run dry. May you always get everything that you're desiring for your own self because of the kindness that you have shown me. Because, you know, this kind of support that you guys give is what brings us back to keep coming back with other content that is going to help us all. So don't be selfish. Don't come and listen to this and leave it and think, oh, I don't care. Sister Beverly, God bless you. God richly bless you. Share this video. I want to turn this video off and see that all the 50 and however many people that were here, you all press the share button and share this video. In the month of October, we're going to go back to dealing with healing from our past traumas. We're going back to trauma and emotional wounds that need to be healed. Hello, Mr. Hansen. How are you? If you're here and you want to talk one-on-one, just go to www.sikaeducates.com and come and let's talk personally, one-on-one. Some people were asking me the other day how they can share their story so that, you know, it can be shared with everybody and we can all learn lessons from that. You can email the story to sikaeducates@gmail.com if that's what you want to do. Of course, I'm not going to say it is Mr. X or Mr. Y. We would embellish the story, but tell the story how it needs to be told so that people can learn lessons. Those of you who have been blowing my inbox with all these kind of things about relationship, I love you and all of this, please, I beg you, stop those things because it annoys me. Don't do that. You don't know me. I don't know you. I've loved you from the first day. My sister, my brother, please. Let's just be real here. You don't know me. I don't know you. When did you love me? How do you love somebody you don't know? Eh? Stop telling all those cock and bull stories. I'm not buying it. So stop it. And let the people who really genuinely want attention and need help get the help. I get all these crazy messages and I spend the whole time digging the chaff from the actual food. What is this? Please. I'm a one-man person. Allow me to have more time to bring up content that is going to help us. And stop telling me you love me. And some people are so rude. Some of the men that are on this page, my sister Dorcas, Mr. Hansen, it's so amazing. You degrade yourself and disrespect yourself so much that you send me pictures of your dingling and you're expecting me to have some kind of a reaction for you. What is wrong with you? Now I flip to the other side. I am not happy. So stop it right now. Those of you who've been sending me naked things that scare me, please. Enough is enough already. Stop it. Because I don't appreciate it at all. Right? We're all mature human beings here. We're here to learn. What is this? Don't think that I want your mamba. Like, what is this? What is that? I block a lot of them, honey, but it's a waste of my time. And you ruin it for everybody else. Stop it already. It's not funny. How can you be a 40, 50-year-old and be taking, pictures of your things and sticking them all over the place? What is that? Shame on you. Enough is enough. But my sisters, on a more serious note, hear what I've said and save your life because your life is precious. You deserve better. You teach people how to treat you by the way you love yourself. If you put 10 pesos kind of value on yourself, guess what? You get 2 pesos kind of men. If you put $1 million on you get $1 million guy too. So love yourself enough. And if it's not right, Don't start saying, you know, I have to compromise. My mommy says now I'm 50 years and I'm picking too much. And if I don't stop being picky, I will die alone. You're ready to write names. I love you, my brother. I will send all the names to you and we'll publish it on social media. It's becoming too much. Names of talkatives, yes. I will give them a whole kilometer stretch of weeding. I don't know if anybody went through that in secondary school, but it was so funny. Oh, Sister Mary, I can't begin to tell you the things that I say. I wish I could share them with you. It's not funny. You wake up in the morning and you're looking to see a bit of time to go through your messages and quickly respond to people. Somebody is flanking their dingling from here to Sunyani all over the place. It's like, what the hell? Like, what's this? Right? And it's not anything nice too. Something. With some withered mangoes dangling at the bottom. Like, what is wrong with some of you guys? Unbelievable. But yeah, please. Save your life. Yeah? Yeah. I know it's funny, but I get mad when I see those things. It pisses me off. It means that you are just the bottom of the bottom. Oh, some of them look like snake. Yeah, they look like snake, like this. Like this. Yeah, some of them look like that. And some of them too look like this. With all the nasty things all over it. Gray hair, brown hair, everything hair. This yeah thing. And you are showing it to me. You are not ashamed of yourself. Oh, I'm telling you. Some crazy people. They need more than Jesus. They need deliverance, my sister. Crazy people. They don't know you and they're telling you they love you. Love me from where? Love me, from where? A word to the wise is enough, my darling. Yeah, enough noise has been made. Let me go and recharge my batteries. I am coming back in the morning and it's going to be amazing. Have a fantastic Sunday, Saturday, Sunday if it's Sunday where you are. But please, share this video. It's not enough to just be here. Share the video. Love me enough to do that for me, please. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's still Sika Educates. The same name. This same very face. You can't stop laughing. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. My brother, it's really bad. Like, people just don't have any regard for themselves anymore. And women dishing it out like crazy. Somebody was talking this morning on social media about a platform that young 18 to 25-year-olds that your parents have slaved away to put money aside to take you to tertiary institution. And they've set up a website and if you want to see my face, it's $10. If you want to see my face and my Bobby, it's $25. If you want to see Bobby alone, it's $30. If you want to see the heavenlies, if you want to see it closed, it's $50. If you want to see it open, it's $100. If you want to see the whole thing, it's $500. Are you mad? Are you mad? And after you've done all of these things and allowed all kinds of different things around you, want somebody's son to come and take this one into their home and call it a wife. Yeah. Oh, next time when I get you women on Monday, you will cry like a baby. I am coming for the sisters too. Today is the brothers. They've taken their own with and they are managing it. Monday, I am coming for my sisters. I'm coming for you. All the reports that I've had, I've written it all down and I'm marking it slowly. I'm hyping and vibing myself ready to come for you big time on Monday, because Monday I've got the day off, you know. And when I got the day off, it's time for me to dish it out and it's going to be amazing. So get ready for me on Monday. Yes, we'll have a nice time. I'll send you their number, Mr. Hansen, so you can ask them. It's just so shameful. I should take it easy on you. Some of you, your wahala na too much, Sister Dorcas. How can you ask your own husband to pay you for. If you want to do foreplay, it's $100. If you want to see the thing closed, it's $300. If you want to do foreplay and enter the Umama village, it's $500. What is wrong with you? Why did you get married? If the man is not good for you anymore, waka pass. What is this? Is he the only one that is enjoying, or you're also enjoying? So you want payment for enjoy? I'm confused. Some wives want to become mama and papa workers in public that do the thing and get paid for it. Like, I'm confused. What is happening? If you don't love the man anymore, move on with your life. Stop taking somebody's son and putting them to, subjecting them to all this emotional roller coaster. I am coming for my sisters on Monday. I promise you, you would love me. I just say it as it is. Whether you hate me or not, the truth is the truth. The truth will set us free. We'll all become elevated people, better people that do things that are credible. I will not and do not accept that there's still not good people that live on this planet. I don't accept that. The crazy ones seem to have come to the fore so much, but they're still good people. There are still men that are out there on their knees begging for good women. Unfortunately, good women are not able to attract them. They are also only attracting the crazy men too. But I still believe that there are good people on this planet. I still believe in marriage. I think it's the most fantastic thing that creation brought in, that God put on this planet. But if you do it with the person that was never destined to be yours, it can be an absolute nightmare. So choose right. And ask for discernment to pick the right person. I could stay here all day and we could go on and on. If you keep me talking, we'll be here till 10 p.m. But it's time to say adios to some of you. You got to go to bed. You need to refreshing. But tomorrow, and especially Monday, it's gonna be something else. I love you so much. Look after yourself. Stay beautiful and handsome. And just know that you're worthy and you deserve the best of everything. More than a nightmare. I know my brother Samuel is hard if you pick your worst nightmare to live with. Sister Dorcas, God bless you. You know I love you, right? I can't wait to meet you in person. I don't even know where you are. But your love and support is just incredible. God bless you, darling. Share this video and take care of yourself. Your girl Sika, I'm signing out now. Bye.